Yo, 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 what's goody? Um, I'm sober. um, I'm gonna talk about a few things. I'm grateful for the loved ones in my life who can, help keep me grounded and all that. Um, and I will open this discussion up to anyone who wants to join. Um, if you have anything to say or you want to chime in on some things, oh my God, what the fuck? If you want to chime in on some things, I will definitely open it up so that, you know, we can have a group discussion about things. I'll try to keep up with the comments to, make sure I address everyone and everything like this. But I hope y'all are well. I hope that y'all are having a beautiful, powerful, um, prosperous day. I hope that you guys are being blessed, being loved, being. That's my favorite sweater, girl. But yeah, so I'm definitely gonna open it up. If y'all want to join, just let me know. I am watching the comments this time. I want to apologize for myself yesterday, and it'll be a high disservice for me to apologize for myself because I really don't give a fuck about what nobody think about me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I was all over the place. I was all over the place because I was in my head. So we're gonna talk about weed and alcohol first. I feel like that's something that needs to be talked about. There's nothing wrong with either one of them. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want nobody to think that I'm bashing them or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even got nothing to do with that. I just want y'all to be aware. Thank you. I just want y'all to be aware of, the consciousness that comes behind it. And every time I smoke, I love weed. I love Mary. I love Mama Mary. She is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful entity. But she will take you places that, what I'm saying, far beyond what you thought. So, and as it pertains to, anything that is mind altering, you got to be mindful of what you're consuming because even weed, you might want to, well, I know for me, I can only speak for myself. Sometimes I can't even smoke sometimes because, like, especially if I'm dealing with anyone outside of myself, I be dysfunctional low key. Like, my mind, like, my spirit and my body sometimes be like, yo, who are you to each other? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you functioning right now? Just way beyond, my thoughts. I'm starting to get hot, y'all. My thoughts, just be everywhere. And, like, sometimes I get to a point where it's like, my mind be so far ahead of my body that, like, I be stuck, but in my head, I have accomplished so much shit. Like, so, you really got, if you're going to use weed, make sure, especially if you're on a higher frequency, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to use weed, make sure that is for a meditative purpose. Again, I'm only speaking for myself, so it's just talking to myself. But, you want to be mindful of how you're using these things. Always set your intention first. You know what I mean? Because when I smoked yesterday, I was like, damn, I just need to calm down. I want to open myself up, and really flow. But me not being cognizant or being particular on what I'm asking for, because even with me opening myself up and flowing, I was flowing every motherfucking where. So, you got to be mindful of that. And even when you drink, you know what I'm saying, sometimes a lot of people, they can handle they get if they drink like that, but you're detaching your spirit from your body. That's why a lot of times when people get drunk and they can't remember what happened, is because your spirit wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Your body was there, your flesh was there, but your spirit is like, this is too earthy for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you can't remember shit. So, drink in moderation. Sometimes you want to drink to kind of just relax yourself and, be more in a human experience, I guess, so to speak. But, it has effects on your body. It has effects on your mental, especially your spiritual. You know what I'm saying? When, even if you think about it, when your ancestors, you know, they call upon the rum and you know, these brown liquors, go figure, brown liquor. You know, and they're using this because this is a tool to channel different energies. You know what I'm saying? To channel a spiritual realm. So that's why they call it spirits. You know what I'm saying? So when you are removing your own spirit from your body, you are inviting other entities in you. And for the most part, a lot of the times with alcohol, you know, it's of a realm that's like a lot of partying, a lot of right. Where we're gonna talk about the different strands, but yeah, a lot of partying and stuff like that. So a lot of people who get drunk, they're doing more lusty things. You know what I mean? Or you know, more lower frequency things or whatever, not realizing that you're opening a realm. This is a portal. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be mindful of what you consume and how you consume it, and your intentions behind it. Because I know a lot of times when I got drunk, you know, dealing with certain individuals, I was doing shit that I wouldn't even do sober. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't finna go into it because it really ain't none of your business. But, yeah, I'm getting hot, y'all, so my bad. Peace. So, yeah, I'm gonna go put on the shirt. So I just want to show that. But another thing I wanted to talk about was like, yo, fuck that, because I'm hot. And spirit is high right now. So another thing I want to talk about is the strands with the sativa and the indica. Sativa being more of an upper, indica being more of a downer. You know, it's more chill or whatever. But it also depends on your DNA makeup. So being mindful of that too, because you know some strands can take you totally different places. Like my favorite is Bubba Kush. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite. I be on fleek with that yoga, like. Can do anything. I can do anything. For real, you know. So anyway, but what I really okay, so this time I really am gonna stick to my fucking list this time. And thank you, fucking Eli, for keeping me grounded today. All right, so I want to talk about people in the conscious community. As far as it pertains to communication, you know, we are all teachers, you know what I'm saying, in our own rights. You know, we all have perspectives that need to be shared, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to our conscious community, as a whole, a lot of the times we have this thing where, you know, oh, I'm right, or this is right, or you know, I'm right and you're wrong, and I'm big and you're little, and there's nothing you can do about it, you know, like, based on, just, how we perceive things, and then also how we project things. So these are things that we really need to, peace. These are things that we really need to, you know, be mindful of. There is no right, there is no wrong, there just is. You know what I'm saying? It all just depends on perspective. So when somebody is sharing knowledge, you know what I'm saying, you have to take it like, okay, how can this be applied to me? Or if it can be applied to me at all. And if it can't be applied to me, then discard it and leave it the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, oh, how do you, let me see. Yeah, I'm better than you, complex. Now, how do you, if somebody wants to be in the video, how do you add them? Whoever just asked me to be in the video, can y'all send that again so I can make sure I add you? I tried to do it right fast, but I was like looking away. I apologize. But anyway, so yeah, when it comes to you know, when you're sharing perspectives, or if you're embracing a perspective, you have to just take what applies to you and discard the rest. You know what I'm saying? Because there is no wrong, there is no right. And I spoke on this on another video that I did where it was like I was saying as it pertains to not being right and not being wrong. Like, I'm gonna just use this as an example where someone who peace, love. where someone who people can't see themselves like others might be open if they say you're fine. Right. You definitely want to be open to those perspectives because it could be very well for your growth. You know what I'm saying, or for an enhancement of you. But if you feel like it's dampening or lessening your value, then you got to discard that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to stay. You the one that has to stay on your square. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can stay on the square for you. You got to do it for yourself. So, when I say there is no right, there is no wrong, I'm just going to use this example. Like, there could be, it's a 3-person situation. There could be, I'm just going to use a 2-person situation. I can't think of the female's name, but, she was raped and she killed her rapist. You know what I'm saying? So, some people are going to look at, her being raped as, oh my God, that's a tragedy, blah, blah, blah. And then some people are going to look at her killing her rapist like, oh my God, that's a tragedy, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Both are equally wrong, and both, well, I can't justify the raping thing. That shit is just a whole nother thing. But here's another fucking perspective when it comes down to even the rape culture, and this is a major thing right now. First, fun fact, there are a lot of women who have been raped. I mean, I think the ratio is like 2 out of 3 women have been raped. You know what I'm saying? So this is something that needs to be talked about. And the fact that it's coming out, even though it's of a bad stigma, and it's very toxic, you know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter, it needs to be talked about. And furthermore, to even push the envelope even further, when you start talking about rape, you have to understand that this person who's raping them, and I'm not justifying anything, so don't even take it no other way than what I'm saying. But when someone takes the effort to rape someone, there's something in them that is off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to give you an example. Somebody who lurks after young girls were touched when they were little. So now they have this thing where this innocence that they're trying to find, they finding it in these little people. You know what I'm saying? So where, let's just say that a man, because we want to talk about men. I'm referring to men. When a man is touched when he's little, 9 times out of 10, I ain't gonna say 9 times out of 10, but some of the times it happens by an older woman. So now you have this imprint on him of a woman who's fully developed. She got big. Let's just say she got big titties. She got big eyes. She fully developed. Curve and everything. And now he's looking at this like this is trauma. I don't want this type of woman because this type of woman hurt me. You know what I'm saying? So now, as he gets older, he's looking for something total opposite. He's looking for what he should have been, I guess, exploring as a kid. You know what I'm saying? These are fucking little people. You know what I mean? So, you really have to be mindful. You really have to look at both sides of the perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not justifying rape as being okay, but it stemmed from somewhere, and that's what needs to be healed. That's what needs the hurt behind it needs to be healed, because these people who are lurking after, innocent children or whatever the case may be, they're hurt themselves. You know what I'm saying? Hurt people. That's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? It's all psychology. It's all science. You know what I mean? Whether you want to take it or not, is reality. You know what I'm saying? It's duality to everything. So you just have to be mindful of that shit and stop trying to ridicule, someone over their choices when, there's a reason why they're making these choices. You know what I'm saying? People are not born evil. It's just something that was instilled in them. You know what I'm saying? It's trauma. So, that's the thing. And even with women, my first implant in my womb is an elder man. So I'm attracting all these older individuals. I mean, motherfuckers who can be my fucking granddaddy. You know what I'm saying? They on my shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that it's not that I necessarily wanted that to happen, but these are things that are in my universe. You know what I'm saying? So you know, just keeping these things, and on top of that, you know, I'm just a more mature individual. So at first I was thinking, all right, well, maybe that's why these older men are, you know, being attracted to me. But the fact of the matter is, it's just that this is what's in my womb, you know, or what was in my womb, because I've healed these things. So anyway, as far as, okay, so that was that. Now, when we talking about communication, like, and this is another thing that I wanted to talk about, a lot of the times, we ridicule, and since we're talking about ridicule, I'm just going to piggyback off of this. We ridicule, for example, women. We do this thing where, yo, you in my life, God, like, we friends. But we do this thing where when a man comes into our inbox, this is just an example, a man comes into our inbox and, you know, y'all, I mean no disrespect, you feel me? I mean none, because I find it to be flattering. I'm like, yo, y'all some creative individuals, like, okay, you feel me? And so, but y'all be hitting us with the Grand Risings, beautiful queen of the Middle East, whose sun is like Ra, but your moon is like Carrie, and you know, all this wild ass creative shit, you feel me? And I be like, yo, you need to be an artist, God. I feel you. But at the same time, it's overwhelming. It is truly overwhelming sometimes, especially when, you know, it happens so frequently. You know what I'm saying? So please understand that, you know, sometimes we be like, yo, can you just hit us with a peace, God? What's up? How you doing? You know what I mean? Instead of trying to write a fucking book. But at the same time, you know, I ain't knocking nobody for nothing. I appreciate it all. You feel me? But I've noticed that, you know, women will like to take a screenshot, like, look at this motherfucker right here, and da 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 da. And it's like, you know, we so quick to, like, ridicule our own people. How you know that this man ain't fucking tried to muster up all this confidence to say something to you? You know what I'm saying? You being a powerful individual that you are. You know what I'm saying? He tried to say something to you, and then you completely shut him down, and then you publicly ridicule him. You know what I'm saying? That's damaging. And I will admit, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? I might not have done it publicly, but I was like, yo, girl, look at this motherfucking message right here. Da da da. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna say a lot like I'm, well, literally speaking, my shit does not stink. But I ain't gonna walk around like I'm doodle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I've done it. But at the same time, I really had to sit back and really be like, because it's happened to me. Not saying that anyone has publicly been like, yo, this female right here. But I've, you know, taken the time to honor somebody. You know what I'm saying? I send them a message like, yo, I really appreciate your being, you know, I think you're highly attractive. I'm gonna just go ahead and put that out there. But I appreciate your being, and I thank you for being you, da da da. And niggas will leave me on red. And that shit is like, man, why? You know? So I can only imagine what it feels like when you know, publicly ridicule somebody for admiring you. Like, so I think we need to stop that shit. If anything, and then like a point Eli brought up was like, let's just say, for example, somebody send you a dick pic, right? Confidence out the ass, you feel me? But how you know that, you know, this person don't need healing? You know what I'm saying? Instead of ridiculing them, you need to heal them. You need to correct them. Like, look, God, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why you sent me a picture of your dick. I don't want your dick. I didn't ask you for a picture of your dick. However, whatever that means to you, I'm gonna need you to keep it to yourself. You know what I mean? Or don't come at me like that. You know what I'm saying? I find it to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta say. It don't even have to be right. Take a compliment for what it is. It don't even have to be all this extra shit like, you know, boy, you got me fucked up and da 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 da. Like, you know, that's nice, dick. You'll be surprised. But you know, those things you have to really be mindful of who you're talking to and how you're talking to them, because you never know where a person is at that time in their life. You know what I'm saying? All you can do, especially if you're a healer, you know what I'm saying, especially if you have a following and you know these individuals are looking up to you, you know what I'm saying, you have to be mindful of that. And it made me think about a conversation I was having with another brother, Amani. That man is fucking a beast in the fucking juices, boy. Y'all hit him up. Imani Mills is his name. Fucking immaculate. Super dope soul. And hilarious, by the way. But anyway, but he's a chef and he makes juices. That's his business. All healthy fruits and vegetable juices. That's his thing. Totally mixologist. Dope as fuck. Alright, so I was talking with him and he was saying how, you know, a lot of women he was following was talking about the whole R. Kelly situation. Since we're talking about rape and, you know, healing and all these things. And I didn't watch it, so I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. But let me just, I don't do petty shits and the dick pictures. I mean, you know, that's fine. I'm glad that you don't. And keep your dick to yourself. It's always good to develop I don't give a damn attitude. This world can be cold and wicked. You must prepare for mental war, spiritual war, and physical warfare. Yeah, I'm gonna touch on that. But peace, God. I pray you're well. Introduce your person to the people and not your gender. Right. Your personal everything is everything. You know what I'm saying? But I want to talk about the whole R. Kelly thing. A lot of people were going in on how, like, like, these women are victims. It's two, like I said, it's two different things. How these women are victims and why they wait so long to come out, and, you know, I think they lying and all this shit, you know, really trying to justify anything, or even if it wasn't a justification, the fact of the matter is, a lot of these people were looking, there's a lot of women out there that were looking at the story like, yo, okay, I can finally tell my shit. You know what I'm saying? I finally have confidence now to say what's going on. If this public figure is doing all this crazy shit and he's finally getting, the consequences that are necessary to, you know, condemn him or whatever the case may be, if these women have enough confidence to talk about their story and publicly come out and, you know, dismantle this man's figure when he has a whole motherfucking legacy out here, you know what I'm saying, then I can talk about my motherfucking uncle, or I can talk about my brother, or I can talk about my cousin, or I can talk about the family friend who was always at the motherfucking cookouts, but, you know, he like to go in the house sometimes where the kids was playing and try to sneak the motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you. So, you know, people were finding courage to come out and speak out, and that's why this whole rape culture is starting to come up and come out. And not only that, but it's my eye. You know what I'm saying? It's everything that has a negative energy has to have balance. You know what I'm saying? It has to be healed. We can, as a people, we cannot move forward in a whole nother motherfucking realm or a whole nother higher frequency with carrying these lower frequency energies. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly had issues a long time ago, but did what we do. Right. You know, we ignore a lot of things. And, yo, on some real shit, I'm just be quite frank with you. The whole fucking entertainment industry, that shit is trash. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm not going to say that. Peace, God. I'm not going to say the entertainment industry.
Is my phone downstairs?
Yeah, it's on the table. Oh. Can you close the door back? Thank you. I'm not going to say that the industry is trash, because there's a lot of beautiful artists out here, but you have to understand that that particular, the music industry and all that shit, movies and all that, the entertainment industry, period, on a higher scale, as far as like being a celebrity, all that shit is puppetry. You know what I'm saying? It's all to control the masses. Like, let's just be all the way real with it. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. So when you put these individuals who bleed just like you on a higher pedestal, you know what I'm saying, that's just us doing that shit. Like, a lot of people look up now, there are individuals who have sacrificed themselves to make us a better people, to put out these frequency musics. For example, like Erykah Badu, or Janelle Monáe, or J. Cole, or, you know, Jill Scott, or NDRV, or, you know, Musiq Soulchild. These, the neo soul movement, you know what I'm saying, or KRS-One, or you know, Tupac and shit. Like, these are individuals who was like, you know what, fuck the fucking music industry, let me go ahead and speak for my people. And that's why they go through the things that they go through. Even if you want to take it even further, I have not subscribed to the whole catalog of R. Kelly, so I don't know what the fuck. But there was a time when he was like, you know, making those line dance songs with the happy people. These are vibrations that we are vibrating to. Yo, that was a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we wasn't thinking about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't thinking about none of that shit. And nobody ever thinks about it until it's too late. The whole him and Aaliyah thing. Now, some people had problems with it. You know, it was there. But you know what I'm saying? Like, these are things that need to be focused on in our community. Fuck that larger scale thing. It starts with a smaller portion of, you know, and I'll speak on myself. Me dating someone who's 40. Yo, listen, I was like 13, you know what I'm saying, dealing with motherfuckers who was 33, 35. You know what I'm saying? So it starts even before you become a celebrity, guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are things that I personally dealt with. You feel me? So could you imagine someone who can get any fucking person they feel like it at any point in time? You know what I mean? Like, so you really gotta remove yourself from, oh my God, this person is a bad person, da-da-da. Where did he come from? Why is he like that? That's what needs to be focused on. And people in your community, you know what I mean? Like, you have to look at these things when you go out in a restaurant and you see an older person with a young female, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be like, yo, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, and I've gotten looks. Now, and in the black community, we like to be like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you better get you, you better go get you a sugar daddy. You know what I'm saying? You got bills to pay or whatever. If you're going to be opening your legs, and you better open to somebody who got some long pockets. You feel me? Like, things like, these are things that we be teaching each other. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, really putting it out there like that. Or putting certain things out there. Now, don't get me wrong, as an adult, you know, you can, he was trying to get his masters for his music. Again, I'm not going, I'm not justifying nobody, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really going to get too far into conspiracy theories or nothing like that, but I just want y'all to understand that all this shit is a fucking business. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, it's a business. So, these people sacrifice their souls. And if you want to even, like, take it as far as, like, let's just talk about Chris Brown, I guess. I don't know what the fuck happened. I just, you know, my mom's be watching TV downstairs and shit, so, like, I just be walking by and I hear these things. But apparently he got, there's some rape charges going on, and he was somewhere across seas, and rape charges and drug charges. It's not the first time this shit has happened to him. Every time he makes a major career move or something like that, it's some crazy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? He with his girl. You know what I'm saying? He got his picture. They was displaying a picture of him and his girl, but you talking about him raping somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are negative connotations that are being, or negative perspectives that are being put out there to constantly feed us subconscious. Like, yo, these black people are fucked up. And then there was another thing I was talking to. The media is so fucked up, yo. Like, and I really wish y'all would stop subscribing to certain things, because the more we think about something, the more energy we put on something, the more it's being manifested. You know what I'm saying? What really needs to happen, we need to start listening to these local artists like Madashawn, Indigo Joe. Like, these are artists in Charlotte, that is. You know what I'm saying? But they speaking some real shit, you feel me? You know, really be on a conscious level. So regardless of the fact, eventually none of that shit is gonna matter. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Fuck all that. I touched on all that to say, you know, when it comes down to on a mass scale, when we dealing with these certain things like rape or murder or anything like that, we can't go so hard on ridiculing the person who did it, but really analyzing the actions where they stem from. Where did these actions stem from? Why is this person reacting the way that they do? Before you be like, this person is a bad person and he got this and this going on, or she got this and this going on. You know what I'm saying? You really got to figure out, okay, where did this person come from? Why are they thinking this way? Why are they feeling this way? And then from that, you can justify or rectify what right, you gotta be mindful of what you're feeding yourself. But yeah, you know, you really gotta go back into, you know, who and what, where this person came from and why they think the way they do or act the way they act. And then from there you can, you know, kind of finagle, okay, well, now that I understand this person, I see why they did that. It's not justifiable, but I get it. So that's just something else I want to talk about, you know, as being a public figure. When you're a leader in your community or in your environment, you really have to be mindful of how you're you know, discussing certain things. If you're going to talk about something, make sure you're talking about it from a highest perspective. You know, you have to use this you're going to be judgmental, you got to use a scale. You know what I'm saying? You got to weigh out the pros and the cons. You got to weigh out the past and the future. You got to weigh out the good and the bad. You got to weigh out the experiences that this person has been through and why they are the way they are. And shit, I can talk about myself where, you know, why is it? Shut up. So, another thing that, another thing that I wanted to talk about was, like, I did 34 years in prison for killing a man. Holy shift. Wow. Okay, see, so this is something else I want to talk about. What made you, you know, want to, I don't know if you did it or not, but I'm just curious, what made you want to, you know, commit murder? You know what I'm saying? And how are you dealing with that? How is that affecting your conscience? How does that affect the way you move now? You know what I mean? What did this person do to make you even want to go that far? You know, I can get torture, you know, beat them up a few times and let them go, you know, but like for me, I can't even fucking, when it comes down to my child, and I think it's just because it's my child, you know what I'm saying, or even dealing with anyone, I can't, like, I can talk shit to you all day long and I'll fuck you up and da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? I've had some fucked up shit happen to me, but I've never was able to pull myself, all these fucking thoughts that I've had of torture, pride, ego, okay, we're gonna talk about that, all these crazy ass connotations or theories that I've had of when somebody, you know, made me upset, I wanted to fucking kidnap them and put them in a body bag and bring them to a dungeon and, you know, cut them up slowly and shit, you know what I'm saying? You you might be attracted to me, God, but, you know, and I appreciate the love, but you would have to get to know me to say you're in love with me. Am I single? I am me. I'm an individual. Let's talk about that. Even when it comes down to relationships, like, I've been in all kinds of relationships. I've been in monogamous relationships. I've been in polygamous relationships. And I think that and this is what I was trying to like convey over my last live video, but like I said, I was just all over the place. But what I was trying to convey was, there are at least 6 billion people in this world, or I don't even know what the fucking number is, you know what I'm saying? And y'all can go Google it for yourself, and I guess y'all should do that too. But there's an assload of motherfucking people in this world, and you know, until you have explored outside of the United States, especially, I don't think that anyone can be like, oh, you are it. You know what I mean? Like, I bleed just like you do, and just like the next 3 women that's in, you know, the next 5 miles of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am not perfect. I do not claim to be perfect. I don't want to be perfect. I am imperfectly perfect. Like, you know what I mean? And so, peace, God. So, when it comes down to relationships, I have developed a way of being where, yes, I would love to have someone who I can just, you know, call on at any point in time, and I know he'll be there, or she, or whatever. I would prefer, you know, to have a man, but, you know, every now and again, I like to dibble and dabble, you feel me? But, and I do have a beautiful, divine feminine person in my life who, you know, I can be myself with in that capacity. And it's not necessary, it has nothing to do with sex, and don't like bombard me with the whole homosexuality movement and all that shit. Like, I like what I like. I'm a very balanced female. And when I say balance, I mean I've had lives as a man and I've had lives as a woman. And for me to be both, I'm confident in that, and I'm okay with that. So I really don't give a fuck how you feel about it with the whole homosexuality thing. I don't care. I like what I like, and I like eating vagina just like I like sucking dick. So, you know, just put that out there. Anyway, but when as it pertains to relationships, like, yes, I would love to have someone who I can, you know, who's in my home, and he's like my best friend, and, you know, we vibe out and shit like that. And I have best friendships with a few men, and it has, again, nothing to do with sex, because I know that it always boils down to that. Like, when I start getting to know someone, it always boils down to, oh, well, I want to enjoy you in a way that no one else can. And it's like, but if you, then you going to enjoy me how you enjoy me. But that's not going to take away from you just because I decide to embrace my friendship with somebody else. Like, so, you know, and with that being said, I just want to make it, and it's just a perspective, and if you don't fuck with it, you don't fuck with it, and that's okay, because I'm cool with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm in love with me, and I'm good by my damn self, you feel me? So, with that being said, I think it's extremely selfish to say that somebody belongs to me. You know what I mean? Like, I can't stop you from having desires. You know what I'm saying? I can't stop you from looking at other women. I can't stop you from, you know, wanting to see what this person can contribute to your realm. You know what I'm saying? I would be selfish as fuck to say that. And I guess another part of me is just that I'm so beyond fucking sex. Like, it's more so of a bond. Like, what can you teach me? What can I teach you? How can we, you know, explore each other and embrace each other and really be like, yo, you good, guy. Like, you're good. Let me encourage you. Let me build you up and all these things, because there's so many different perspectives that can contribute to your realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I say that, I mean, like, embracing, you know, friendships. Like, And this is just real life. You feel me? Like, I can call Quasi and be like, "Yo, God, let me throw this perspective out there for you," and he will hit me with some crazy ass scientific shit. You know what I mean? Some crazy. I mean, only child syndrome for real. That imagination is immaculate, and imagination is real life. You know what I'm saying? We lucid dreaming out here, and I'm walking. You know what I'm saying? So, he can hit you with a whole nother different perspective, and he has a wife and children. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing to do with that, but I do want to know that I can call you whenever I need to, like, kind of vent and get these crazy ass downloads out and really be like, yo, it's okay to think like that. Okay, got it. You know what I mean? Or even with Ra, you know what I'm saying? For me, you know, he keeps me balanced. He keeps me, like, with these crazy ass emotions that, you know, I have and that I be flowing through with these men that I choose to date and stuff like this. Like, you know, he kind of just justifies, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to deal with certain shit. Or if you do deal with this is what's going to happen. You know, really giving me that intuitive, divine, masculine guidance. You know what I mean? And besides all that, you know what I'm saying? He keeps me on my toes with the business thing, like my business credit and, you know, getting land and, you know, keeping me in my shit. Like, you know, on some divine shit, you know what I'm saying? Has a wife, has kids. I know them, you know what I mean? I'm cool. Quasi wife and kids too, you know what I'm saying? Not his kids, I haven't met his kids, but his wife, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got no bad blood, just like me and Ra, you know, me and Kapenda, we don't got no bad blood. We cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, we honor each other's relationships, you feel me? You know, even with Eli, that's like... you know, I can talk to him and be myself and let my hair down, and it's nothing. It's no strings. It's no nothing. It's just being. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying each other's company and shit. And so if I decide to have a man, you know what I'm saying? Of course, there are some, like, conversations probably wouldn't happen as often with these other individuals. That don't mean that the conversation wouldn't happen. So for you to say that I can't talk to these individuals because they were here before you, it's selfish, because I wouldn't want to stop you from having a bond or a relationship with whoever you had a relationship before me. You know what I'm saying? So, imagination is not real life. The thinking mind is only a shadow of energy. To an extent, I agree with that. But I feel like, as it pertains to imagination, you know, anything that you imagine can be real. You feel me? Anything that happens in your mind can very well be projected into your reality. So, for you to say imagination is not real, how not? When you use your imagination to create. When you go into meditation, you're using this foresight of visuals to manifest what's real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even this reality that we living in right now is all projected. You feel me? So that's the thing. Then, okay, so as it pertains to relationships, right, like with the whole trust thing, being possessive kills trust in a relationship. That's another thing. You can't be in a relationship without having trust, and trust will not come unless you're being communicative. Like, you have to communicate who you are so that you can have the decision on whether or not you want to deal with this person or not. I talked about this yesterday. Like, I'm being real with you right now. I'm sharing with you who I am. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I'm sorry, I'm reading comments too. It's very true. You create what you think, therefore your reality. Exactly. That's how we manifest. You know what I'm saying? When you go into meditation and you want something to come forth, you know what I'm saying? You sitting down in this moment like, okay, this is what I want to manifest. So let me picture it vividly. Let me know, you know, I need to know what it feels like. I need to know what it smells like. I need to know what it, like, how I will maneuver in this space, you know, like, all these things matter, you know what I'm saying? So imagination is just you closing your eyes and seeing without your eyes being closed, you know what I'm saying? Just like if you was to lay in your room, you know what I'm saying, and your eyes closed, you know exactly what this room looks like with you having your eyes. You don't have to open your eyes to see that shit, you know what I'm saying? So things like this. But anyway, To communicate who you are, you must know who you are. Exactly. And that's why it's so important to, before you step into a relationship, you have to spend time with yourself. You have to know what makes you happy, what makes you unhappy. You know what I'm saying? What are the things that I can do to cure both perspectives of that? These are things that you have to know about yourself so that when somebody enters your realm, they'll know how to deal with you because you know how to deal with yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect somebody to learn you if you don't know yourself. For example, if I was mad, okay, if I was to go to work and somebody pissed me off by talking to me crazy like that, I went back to serving for a second, right? And as I'm training, I don't like nobody talking to me like I'm a motherfucking child. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to talk to me like I'm any less than you. I don't give a fuck how old you are, none of that. You're going to respect me because I respect you. You feel me? So if you talking to me crazy, I might not say nothing. And the fact of the matter is, this was a lesson for me. I didn't speak up for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. Take that back. I'm learning how to be balanced with my truth. You know what I'm saying? So, and not react out of emotion, but react out of logic. Because I didn't react because I don't know what this woman is going through. You know what I'm saying? When she walked into the workplace, I don't know what she had going on in her day. So I'm thinking maybe that's just how she is, or she just having a bad day or some shit. So I just let the shit roll up and back. You feel me? But I felt disrespected. You know what I'm saying? So with me not saying nothing, now that shit is, in my throat chakra and it's sitting on my heart, I got an attitude. You know what I'm saying? That shit was probably all over my motherfucking face and my aura. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't speak up. And I could have cleared that air. But instead I held on to it and it probably built up and built up. And so I ended up leaving. You know what I'm saying? But even besides it, when I came home, you know what I'm saying, I probably had attitude. So I had to take a shower, clear these things off or whatever, and really sit down with myself like, yo, why did that get you upset? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't you speak up for yourself and shit like this? So I'm evaluating. But had I had a spouse to, I come home and my spouse is like, yo, what's up, babe? What's going on or whatever. And I'm like, yo, fuck this shit, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And I'm, in my feelings. He might not know how to calm me down, but I know what will calm me down. Warm me up a blunt and cook me some food. I'm going to be happy. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't know that about yourself, you can't expect somebody to do that for you. So, somebody might go out of their way to do all this crazy shit. Go get you some flowers. Go want to take you to the movies. And, run you a bath and all that. You might not even want none of that shit. You just want a fucking blunt and a plate of food. You feel me? So it's so important to know who you are before you step into a relationship. And that's why I stress even individuals that, I've dated recently, this establishing a friendship first is so important. But it's so easy for us to get caught up in this energy exchange of, yo, you feel mad good to me and like, I really want to rock with you and da-da-da. But it's like, yo, guy, you just met me. You feel me? Like, you don't really know anything about me except for what I present to you. You don't know what it's like when I get in my emotional feeling. Are you going to be able to handle that shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I ain't got no fucking filter. Like, and if I'm passionate about something, I'm going to say how it is. And me being a Capricorn, and, you can call it what you want, but I'm stubborn. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna knock me off my square. I stand firm in my shit. You feel me? So, and sometimes that can be a problem. And I'm just an alpha fucking female. Like, me and alpha males, most of the time, we don't get along. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm strong-minded, they strong-minded. And it might just be some ego shit. And that's, when you talk about ego will have you possessive. You know what I'm saying? Ego will be like, you're mine, you can't do nothing else with nobody else because I'm the only one that matters and fuck all that other shit that you talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, and people love to be like, when you bring up, like when I bring up polygamy, people love to be like, oh yeah, that's going to be great, ego. That's going to be great. We can have a wife, we can do this, we can do that, we're going to have fun, da-da-da. But then it's like, you really have to look at the dynamics of that. You know what I'm saying? I was just watching a video last night about, they was like kind of mocking polygamy about the two women and a man. You know what I'm saying? Where one woman was getting her foot rubbed, and then the next woman see the girl getting her foot rubbed, so now she want to get her back rubbed, and so they going back and forth about, babe, no, rub my feet, no, rub my back, and da-da-da. And then, shit like that. Like, it's not a fucking competition when it comes to polygamy, yo. Like, I want people to understand polygamy has nothing to do with fuck a relationship dynamic. What are you doing for the community? Like, it's about dynasty building. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. Like, when men are dealing with multiple women, I'm pretty sure the ones who are successful with the shit is because they got different businesses with these different women, and that's how they contribute into society. You know what I'm saying? And they have these, and even with the children, you know what I'm saying? These are dynasties that are being passed on to them. So these are legacies that are being built. And, salute to the kings who can be honest with their wives and have their wives get along. And the wives, too, have to have a relationship within themselves. You have to have a sisterhood. Y'all sharing dick, y'all gonna have to share something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta have something in common. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get along because that's energy being exchanged. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, besides all that, when it comes down to me, I'm just going to talk about me. I personally think that, like I said, it's important to know who you are before you step into a relationship. And furthermore, you gotta know what type of relationship you want, because everybody's not going to rock with me. Everybody's not going to rock with how I live. Everybody's not going to rock with, my values and my perspectives and stuff like that. But I'm just a free fucking feline. You know what I'm saying? I cannot be tamed. I cannot be controlled. I don't want to be controlled because I don't want to control nobody. I'm not going to hold you hostage. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to limit you at all. You know what I'm saying? I know that this world is way bigger than I am, despite my world being big as fuck, and it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? But I can't do everything for you. And if you, can be honest with me and say, hey, you got something or you're missing something that I need. That's okay. That's okay with me. Because, for example, I might not be as nurturing to your emotions, but somebody who can kind of pat you on the back and be like, hey, it's okay, it's... And I can be like that, but most of the time I'm like, nah, bro, you need to suck that shit up. Like, you need to evaluate, where is this emotion coming from? Because we ain't finna do all that over here. Like, I'm not finna like babysit your insecurities and stuff like that. Like, I'm just not like that. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm secure within myself. So and I don't want nobody babysitting my insecurities. I want you to be like, yo, sit your motherfucking ass down somewhere. Like, I'm not going nowhere, so relax yourself. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm going to be the same way with you. I'm going to be to you what I want you to be for me. I need you to be fucking hardcore with your motherfucking shit. Like, stand firm with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And some people just... And I might be too dominant. I might be too aggressive. But if you can't fuck with it, then you need to go fuck with somebody else. And I hate and I don't want to, and that probably sounds way like egotistic and shit like that. I really don't care. It's just that I've been through a lot, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I can't be soft and I can't be gentle, but why? Being soft and being gentle get me run over. You know what I'm saying? I have a very big heart. So if I continue to allow myself to get crushed, you know what I'm saying? No, I gotta have boundaries. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time. Like, yo, I'm raising a child. You know what I'm saying? I'm raising a man child. So me dealing with a man, just understand that with me trying to like toughen him up, I can't toughen you up too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. And I'm learning the balance with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning that with Aiden, I have to be like, yo, it's okay to express your emotions and stuff like that. These are normal. It's normal to have emotions. You know what I'm saying? But I want you to get to the bottom of where is this emotion coming from. Because ain't no need. Some things don't need to be cried about. You know what I'm saying? Like, or keep being elaborated on and stuff like that. Like, all these things are learned behaviors, you know what I'm saying? We go through trauma, and then we hold other people accountable for the trauma that you've been through. Like, for me, and I'll admit, like, every time I go into a relationship, I have a fear of somebody trying to fucking control me. I have a fear of somebody trying to hold me down or hold me hostage or put me in a fucking cage and shit like that. Like, if you allow me to be me, then you have no worries about me going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? If you allow me to be me and just, embrace the individual, like, embrace whoever wants to embrace me, no one's gonna take your place. No one's gonna fucking, like, knock you out of my life or anything like that. No one can take you from me because you stand firm in who you were. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, if you can be all this that you say you want to be to me, you want to be my man, you want to, like, I've had people come to me like, I want to take care of you and I want you to be my housewife and I want you to have my kids and all these things. Okay, well, when it come down to, like, I don't even know what it be. I don't even know what the fuck this should be stemming from, but, like, I simply have a conversation. It's like, well, I don't know. I don't even fucking know. But it's like, you can't expect me to stand firm with you if you're not standing firm with yourself. You know what I'm saying? That insecure shit is like dead. You know what I'm saying? And people use their fear of losing someone. You want to hold on to someone so tight and you're afraid to lose them. And then you project that shit and then you end up losing them. And then you get mad. Like, yo, why did I lose you? Because you being insecure. Like, we don't want to keep having to feed, oh, it's going to be okay. I don't want to have to keep telling you that. You know what I'm saying? Just be you, and I'm here, God. You know what I'm saying? Like, and let me be me, you know? I'm fucking goofy as fuck. I'm fucking, like, I'm very honest. So, anyway, it's just, all right, so let me get back to my list, because I was just totally going on a tangent. I talked about people not shaming each other, and there's no right, there's no wrong. It's all about perspective. We need to start healing and not condemning. Yes. Stop force feeding. Okay, so here's another point I want to talk about. Stop force feeding. When it comes down to when you're providing knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Or you're speaking on something that you know of and that you're fluent in and stuff like this. And I've done it myself where when I started walking in this conscious path or being woke or whatever the fuck, like, it was hard for me to, like, especially with me being Christian and me being so involved in the church and shit like that, like, I was like, no, you have to listen to this. Yahshua is fucking real. Fuck Jesus. Like, I'm really trying to fucking force feed somebody to believe the things that I believe, but the fact of the matter is it's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So stop trying to force your shit on other people, especially, like, in a lot of us in the black community, a lot of us have grown up Christian or were embracing a Christian lifestyle. So naturally, we just want to fucking force that shit on you and all that. But, you can't do that because some people need something to hold on to. Like, some people find comfort in saying, yo, Jesus is my savior and he died for my sins, and 3 days later he's going to rise and he's going to come save me and take away all the pain and suffering that I'm going through and da. And some people need that shit. Some people just need that motherfucking shit. And some people are just like myself, fuck all that. I'm going to save my motherfucking self and you need to save yourself, and we are our God. God created us in his image or her image, and that's what it is. But some people haven't grasped that because they're still holding on to this thing that there's something bigger outside of myself, and that's why I'm trying to hold on to it. But the fact of the matter is that thing that's big outside yourself is you. But everybody hasn't grasped that concept yet. So, you can't force people to believe in certain things. Like, It just is what it is. Just like, some people, you can't force them out of fucking Buddhism. You can't force them out of Hinduism. You can't force them out of Judaism or whatever the fuck it is that they study or that they believe in. You can't force them out of this shit until they're ready to come into it themselves. And the only way that you can do that is just live by example. You just have to live by example. You know what I mean? You can talk about it all day long, but I'm not going to be like, I used to do this thing where I used to inbox people fucking videos that I found on YouTube to try to convince them, yo, you need to get out the church. You need to stop giving your money to the church because they not doing nothing with it. And I'm going to tell you some fucking shit why I stopped going to church. Because now I don't know if this is what really happened, but this is my perspective of it. But I was, like I said, heavily involved in church. And I was in the summer camps and volunteering my time to, be with the kids. And I love the kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, was dancing with them and everything. And I was looking forward to the summer camp, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to fucking vibe out and have a good time with these children. And, one Sunday they're like, yeah, well, we need donations for the summer camp and all these things. Then the next Sunday they're like, well, we didn't have enough donations to have the summer camp. So we're not going to have summer camp this year. And then the very next Sunday, you got 2 big-ass fucking TV screens in front of the church. And I'm just like, what? You can get money for TV screens, but you can't fucking have a summer camp for the youth? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was just like my whole shit. And I, even before that, I had stopped tithing because I had came to them, needing help with some bills. And I thought that's what, the church was supposed to do. Or one of the functions of the church is to help, within the community when you need help and assistance and stuff. And you tell me I don't have enough tithes to contribute to my bills. Nigga, I can't tithe because I can't pay my bills. You think I can pay you too? You know what I'm saying? So these are things that kind of just, push me away. And I've always had questions about, different stories and all these things, but I never get no answers. But I was just walking on blind faith, like, oh, well, that's just how it is, so it's okay. It's in the Bible, so it's truth, or it's being taught to me, so it's truth, you know what I'm saying? So it was hard for me to let the shit go, but the fact of the matter is, it had to let it go because if I didn't make room for other things, then I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? But again, everybody ain't finna subscribe to that shit. You know what I'm saying? They gotta hold on to something because they haven't, let go of themselves. So, stop force feeding as a conscious community. When they ready to come, they'll come. So then the next thing, I feel like, and I've talked about this too, we need to support each other. Oh, my antenna's standing up. We need to support each other, our businesses, our ideas, clothes and shoes. A lot of the times we, and it's even gotten to the point where now, like, if you ain't wearing fucking dashikis, you ain't woke. Or if you don't have no fucking crystal jewelry, you ain't woke. And shit like that. And it's funny that we go from Timbs to motherfucking moccasins. Like, you don't have this certain thing on, it's so beyond that. So I just feel like we really got to stop shaming each other and stop trying to put ourselves higher than anyone else when we all are collective conscious, you know what I'm saying? We all on the same level. We just got different paths, you know what I'm saying? So we really have to just embrace that. And, embrace each other for who we are and the businesses that we have to contribute. And I've shared this plenty of times before where, we have to start hitting that share button. You know what I'm saying? Right, there's no look to being aware of factual. So, we really have to, really just be, set an example for the masses, especially as a conscious community. We really got to set the example for being for the masses. Because we have to be together. We have to love each other. We have to accept each other. And even if you don't, quote unquote, fuck with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Just for the fact that you can acknowledge them and be like, despite this personal thing that I got with them, this whatever conflict it is, at the end of the day, this person is a dope individual, and I'm gonna go ahead and support them. You know what I mean? I'm gonna share their business. I'm gonna like, because they doing something that's needed. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and whoever is for them will be for them. Whoever is for you will be for you. It ain't gonna take away from you to be like, yo, here's another black business that you can support. Go do that, cause you never know what's convenient. You never know. You know. I'm sharing all this shit in Charlotte. Ain't nobody in Greenville fucking benefiting from that shit. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm not saying that people on my feet, and I share it because I do still have people in Charlotte who can benefit from what I see. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to stop sharing it. But the fact of the matter is, had I had more friends in Greenville and my friends list, you know, who have businesses and stuff, I could be sharing it with them. You know what I mean? So these are just things that, as a collective conscious, or even if somebody's on vacation, you know what I'm saying, they might be coming from New York to Charlotte. They may want to see that event, and the only way they can see that event is through you. You know what I'm saying? The only way they can see this store is through you. You know what I'm saying? So we really have to support each other. And if you want the black economics to thrive, then we have to put black fucking economics into that motherfucking shit. Like, word of mouth is everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talk more than anything. So just being mindful of that. Okay, what else? Oh, last thing I want to talk about is words, casting spells, again, communication. We got to be mindful of the things that we speak over our lives. Hey, good to see the freaking philosopher in the group. Okay. We're going to be having everything, guy. He be talking that shit, boy. Cool. It's an honor. So anyway, I want to talk about, you know, speaking over our lives and the things that we subscribe to, and the words, you know what I'm saying? We really got to get into that etymology of things, especially now as we start to manifest and everything is manifesting so fluidly. Knowing the origins of words, for example, humble. Go look that fucking shit up and stop using that word. You will never, ever die down your spirit for nobody. You will not be a subservient to nobody. So stop using humble. That shit is whack. You know what I'm saying? Even another thing that I feel like is very important, because a lot of times we like to say, I understand. But you don't want to understand or stand under anybody who, because that's giving your power away. Now, granted, if it was on a collective scale, like talking about maybe the government or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, fuck that, 'cause you don't want to stand under that. But like, understand it from looking at it from a big picture. You have to be mindful of using that understanding word, because when you're looking at it from a big picture, you do want to stand up under the stars. You know what I'm saying? I'm understanding the stars. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grasping a big picture. You feel me? But if you overstand something or you stand over something, you can also look down on it from a higher perspective and say, oh, okay, well, I get where you're coming from. So that's another thing. But understanding is the most neutral thing, to know that this person or this thing is being reflected to you because it's a part of you. So understanding to kind of combat, you know, under or over. So that's that. Another thing is, like, even when you're spelling things out, and sometimes I have to catch myself, because sometimes, you know, you're in a realm where you have to keep things business pro. So if you write thank you with Ankh in the middle and not spelling out you, but just the word, the letter U, you know, and thank you as one word, THANKHU, one word, spells thank you, but it's life in that. You know what I'm saying? Even with the word you, why owe you? Why do I owe you something? You know what I'm saying? So these are things that we really got to, like, break down, you know, really look at the word and break it down. So when you're writing it out, when you put that ink on that paper, that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's written. It is written. So just be mindful of those things. Another thing that I want to share, doing a tag. Yeah, I'll tell you. Another thing I want to share is like, when we speaking, right? So like the English language is fucking trash. Like, but it's of a vibration of this in this particular vicinity of a realm. And so when we're speaking, it's kind of different from writing, because when you writing something, you spelling something out. So if you don't really know how to properly spell it, you could be putting a curse on yourself. And like I said, with the word thank you, you know what I'm saying? Or you, Y-O-U. Or even when you break down thank, you know what I'm saying? You take that H off of there, you cutting off the life from it. You know what I'm saying? So you cutting off the life, and then you saying Y-O-U. So that's a curse in itself. Thank you. Separating that whole... But because me speaking it, it's totally different from me writing it down. You know what I'm saying? It's still a vibration of gratitude, you know? And I really should be saying thank you. Thank you. So, anyway, every time I start talking about this, it feels like it's a sacred language, because all that shit just completely goes like, fuck the internet. So I really want y'all to get into the etymology of things, because it's important, especially as we move forward into the 5D realm. Just being mindful of how you manifest. And doing mindful meditations is so important. You always want to start your day with visualizing how you want the day to flow, and really just showing gratitude. And I'm learning that a lot of the times, especially when I first got here to Greenville, I was very like, yo, why the fuck am I here? Why did I get put back in solitude? And you know, I'm losing, not being around my friends and all these things. But the fact of the matter is, I have so much to be grateful for. I have so much to be grateful for. Like, you know, I'm right where I need to be. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking struggling. You know what I mean? I'm not, like, stressing out. I'm not worried. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in everybody's shit, you know, and like... And not say, and I love my soul tribe to the fucking life of me. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? But like, I get so caught up, and this has nothing to do with anybody else but myself. I get caught up with everybody else, and then I lose myself. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not gonna say I'm not putting this on anyone else or anything like that. But solitude for me is important. Solitude for myself, for my personal self, my development, my creations, my manifestations. Solitude for me is necessary. And I didn't realize it until I had to be in it. You know what I'm saying? So, don't ever, like, you know, when you're going through something, and I just want to share this, and I'm about to be done with this shit because I'm tired of being on Facebook. But when you're going through something, or you're going through a shift in your life, staying in the moment and being grateful for whatever lesson it is at that moment, that's how you're going to move forward out of it. Because as long as you dwell in, oh my God, I'm in this fucked up situation, and I don't know how I got here, and what am I supposed to do to get out of it, and da-da-da. It's like, nah, fuck all that. Your solitude is supposed to be like, okay, I'm in this situation, so now what do I do to, how did I get here? You know what I'm saying? What things happened to me to make me get here? And now, how can I shift that so that I can use it for my benefit? Like, for example, for me, now I can only speak for myself, me being at my mother's house. I told myself, yo, I would never live with this woman again. It has nothing to do with her. You know what I mean? We're just two totally different people. Just two totally different people. Like, I like to burn incense and sage and all kinds of resins and stuff like that. And she's like, yo, what the fuck? That shit stinks. And I'm like, I like to smoke weed in my house. And she's like, yo, take that shit outside. And it's cold outside. Like, so, you know, just two totally different people. You know what I'm saying? I like to have my friends over. I like to do jump circles and shit like this. And she's like, yo, I'm trying to watch TV. And I'm like, what the fuck? So, you know, just two totally different people. So I told myself that I would not, you know, go back to that. You know, I want to be in my own shit. And I was definitely want to be in my own shit. But me coming here was outside of myself. I had to, she was in a place where she had surgery and stuff, so I had to take care of her. You know what I'm saying? I as a healer, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna work that magic on you, girl. Little do you know it. You know what I'm saying? So this was practice for me to, like, really put my work into the elders. You know what I'm saying? And with me being that and being present in that moment, you know what I'm saying? I had a better understanding of, especially as an adult, I had a better understanding of why she moved the way she do, or why she think the way she think, why she feel the way she feel. So I had to take myself out of it, like, instead of it looking like, yo, I gotta wash this lady's ass, you know what I'm saying, and I gotta cook, and I gotta clean, and I, you know, clean up after every fucking body, and cook for every fucking body, and, you know, and clean the way she do it, you know what I'm saying, because it's her house, you know what I'm saying. So, but in that, you know, I learned so many stories, you know what I'm saying? I learned so many perspectives, and really, and I'm still trying to find the proper word, to use in the same dynamic of humbling, because it wasn't a humbling experience. It was just more of an eye-opener, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, nobody would have done what I did for my mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I had to honor my elders. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mother took care of me. You know, she took me in as her own. I'm adopted. So she took me in as her own. And I had to pay homage to that. You know what I'm saying? So even when I just wanted to completely, like, discard the whole damn shit. You know, it was, you know, showing reverence. So, but even outside of that, it being bigger than me, I was able to cultivate and really get back to my square, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm on a totally different plateau, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, when you're going through a shift, you really got to sit down and be like, okay, take your feelings outside, remove your feelings, you know what I'm saying? Remove the doubt, remove the ridicule of yourself, and really be like, okay, what's the lesson behind this? You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to just leave y'all with that. I talked about a lot. I hope, you know, something within all of this helped you. I do also just want to say one more thing. When you're dealing with other individuals, don't be selfish. You know what I'm saying? Don't be selfish. Because you never know what blessings you may be blocking by being selfish. And if somebody tells you their truth, you know, honor that shit. And if you can't fuck with it, don't fuck with it. And if you do, then shit, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't belong to nobody. God belong to you. You belong to you, and I belong to me. And if I allow you to be in my realm, then you can enjoy me for what I want to give. You know what I'm saying? And just like I'm going to enjoy you for what you want to give. I'm not going to ask you for nothing. And don't expect anything from me. Because if I don't openly give it, then it is what it is. And I don't know if that's just a loner thing or, you know, I still got some growing up to do. But as of right now, you know, for me and my household, right now, I'm enjoying me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be possessed by nobody. I don't want to be put in nobody's cage. I don't want to be, you know, fuck all that. Fuck all that. If you can't enjoy me for who I am, as I am, then there is no submission. I'm not submission. I am not a secondary mission to nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm my own person, you know, and I don't have to be subservient to anybody. I don't even see myself being a motherfucking housewife, although I want to be in the house all the time. Let me be that because I want to be that, not because you want me to be. You know what I'm saying? And even with women dealing with men, if a man tells you his truth and he's like, yo, I have ideas of having multiple women, you better honor that shit. And if you can't rock with it, then don't think that you're going to go in there thinking, oh, I got the best motherfucking pussy and the most immaculate mind, so I'm about to change this nigga with burning some candles and all that fucking binding spell that y'all do. Y'all, that should be fucked up. Y'all need to stop doing them damn binding spells. It fucks up your karma. And then on top of that, you're going to be disappointed because that's not how spirit works. Like, it's not how energy works. You don't, that's fucking, it's low-key satanic. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not how you honor your ancestors, and that's not how you use magic. Magic is not for manipulation. Magic is to manifest. So if you can't easily manifest that shit, then it's not for you. Yeah, I be bugging. I be seeing people go in groups and be like, what's this binding spell that I can get this man who doesn't even know me to know me and love me and be with me for the rest of their life? And it's like, why do you want to be with somebody who don't give a fuck about you? What? You know what I'm saying? Like, you sound crazy. You sound crazy. Holy shit. And even like men, like, yo, y'all be, and I don't know if it's just because I'm free, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is literally my name, but like, you don't need me, God. Don't tell me you need me, because I'm going to be like, why can't you need your motherfucking self? Like, what about me is so necessary that you need? Like, I'm not saying that I can't provide healing for you, that I can't provide a shoulder for you, and I can, you know, wipe your tears away and all these things. Right, feelings be hurt like fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I can't provide, you know, a safe space for you. I would love to, but don't make it a need, because all these things that you want within me, you got to find it in yourself. Because in the event that I can't provide it for you, you're going to be upset. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that's how the whole cheating thing starts. And you want the desires of being with somebody else. Because I'm not fucking Superwoman. I'm not Woman. I might look like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I'm damn near close to it. You feel me? But that's a lot of responsibility. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of responsibility where, you know, all that energy, that nurturing energy and shit like that, like, I can be giving that to my children. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are individuals that need me. They need me to be there and to nurture them and to build them up and all these things. On some real shit, no offense, but that's something that shit, like a lot of the insecurities and shit like that, those are internal. You know what I mean? I can't save you. I cannot save you, and I'm not Jesus. You know what I'm saying? You want to be saved, take that ass to church, put it on the altar. You know what I'm saying? They got holy water for days. My holy water is not what I use that for. Some real shit. So when people tell you their truth, you gotta believe them. You know what I'm saying? People show you who they are, you gotta believe them. And sometimes, you know, we act out of emotion. We act out of, you know, out of learned behavior. A lot of people subscribe to the whole monogamy thing when that's not even you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't happy in that. You know what I'm saying? You're not happy in confiding yourself in, or limiting yourself to one person. When you know deep down in your heart, you would love to have multiple empires. You would love to go to fucking France and have somebody to come home to there, or go to Africa and have somebody to come home to there, or, you know, go to Jamaica and have somebody to come home to there, because it's all different fucking experiences. You know what I'm saying? That everybody know each other. If everybody can get along and they know, you know, what's up, you know what I'm saying? That's a beautiful thing. You feel me? Because you got different empires, different places. That's just an example. Or even with women, the same fucking thing. There's no different. You know what I mean? It's no different. But a lot of people like to, their main concern is the whole sex and the sacred energy exchange, or whatever the case may be. But fact of the matter is, God's, we manifest however that comes. And so some people, some women can be just that free. You know what I mean? And it's not taken away from you. It's not taken away from you, so don't be selfish. And just like women, don't go into a relationship thinking that you're going to change this man into being just with you when he told you what was up from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, even people who, you know, when you meet somebody and they tell you, like, look, I'm not looking for a relationship right now, but you decide to go catch feelings any motherfucking way, and now you hurt because he don't want to be with you. So now you want to go do a binding spell. So, you know, when people tell you they truth, you got to listen. You know what I'm saying? And some people, you know, only subscribe to, you know, the whole polygamy thing just because they think that that's what they want because they're not being held down. When really deep down you want a monogamous relationship. And I kind of toggle between the two. I wouldn't mind either way. You know what I mean? I wouldn't mind being in a polygamous relationship because I've been in it. But my whole thing with being in a polygamous relationship is that I need everyone to be honest and on the same accord. You know what I'm saying? There is no competition. There's no jealousy. You can't take away from me. You can't. Who I am is who I am. You know what I'm saying? And nobody can shake that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can take away from me. You know what I'm saying? Anything. I just am who I am, and I'm fucking a beautiful individual. So there is no competition in that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I can, you know, when people do things to me, I can just let it roll off my back because it's okay. It was just an experience. You know what I mean? Or if I, you know, whatever the case may be. But, you know, dealing with a polygamous relationship, like I said, everything has to be honest. Everything has to be put on the table. I don't want fucking separate households and all that shit. No, we're going to come together as one motherfucking unit. I don't want to hear no ego shit. I don't want to hear, oh, well, you know, just whatever the fuck. Any type of challenges that will prevent you from, like, especially when it comes down to women. If you can't be my sister, you know what I'm saying? Because we sharing dick. So, you know what I'm saying? It ain't that we don't have nothing in common. Because if we do have something in common, it is the dick that we fucking. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to be able to be cool with you. I want to laugh with you. I want to go shopping with you. I want to, you know, go out to eat with you and shit like that. So, when the man ain't home, you know what I'm saying? We can vibe out together. Because we have each other. We can let our hair down with each other. We can build our businesses with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's about a community. So if you're not about that community aspect and you want to be in your ego, then what the fuck are you doing? Why are you even entertaining that shit? And then don't get mad. Like, when men cheat, they're cheating because they're trying to find something outside of you. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to find that happiness outside of you because whatever you're not providing, they're finding it somewhere else. And I'm not justifying anything because the fact of the matter is,
Where's my white phone?
Huh? Oh.
What are you doing with it?
I was listening to music and shit. So.
You ain't in here smoking.
I was burning incense.
I said I hope you ain't in here.
I don't have anything to smoke. I smoked it yesterday. Told y'all. But, yeah, women get upset when, you know, you go out and cheat on them. In fact, the matter is you're probably not even providing peace for this man. You're not allowing him to be himself and be comfortable and be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's the whole thing with the whole possessive thing. That's some ego shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody... one person, I mean, I'm not saying that it's not possible that one person can't be everything for you. But as human nature, you know, goes, and everybody likes to go into, the whole the lion tribe and how they, you know, maneuver, how they do or whatever, or, you know, comedic system and all these things, or even down to, like, you know, African society. If you want to be real with it, a lot of y'all men are attracted to Oshun, you know what I'm saying, and that sensual and sexual thing. But fact of the matter is, Oshun been with every motherfucking damn near Orisha there is. So when you deal with a woman who's that fucking sensual and that sexual and all that, you can't condemn her from being who she is. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with men. And men just have attraction to multiple women. Like, that's just some natural shit. That's who we are. You know what I'm saying? And some women are okay with being with just one man, but there are some women who want to be with multiple men. I don't make her a hoe. You know what I'm saying? That don't, and if you can't fuck with it, don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of women out here who don't even talk about, you know, the type of relationships they have with men because there's so many different dynamics. And the same thing with men. Y'all like to hide it. I said we. Y'all like to hide it because women don't give y'all a safe space. But you have to speak your truth. You know what I'm saying? You have to speak your truth. We can't continue the cycle. We can't continue that cycle of, well, you need to be this certain type of way because you dealing with me and da-da-da. And women are like, well, you need to be this certain type of way because you dealing with me and I don't want to deal with nobody who dealing with multiple bitches and da-da-da. You know what I mean? Like, whatever you don't want to deal with, then just don't deal with it. Because there is somebody for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So, you know, even with the individuals I've dealt with recently, you know, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I love the beings that y'all are and everything like that. And y'all have taught me, you know, the different type of aspect it is. But, I know for a fact that I can't deal with nobody who wants to be possessive of me. Because I have so much love to give. You know what I'm saying? I just do. And there are individuals who fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to hide myself. I don't have to numb myself down or water myself down or anything like that. You know, they accept me for who they are as I accept them for who they are. And that's why polygamy for me works. You know? That's peace. Thank you. And peace, God. Don't be putting out that I don't even know you like that. I don't want nobody to get no wrong ideas. You know what I'm saying? But peace, God. I pray you're well. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying that I'm not sleeping around with a whole bunch of different people. I am not. That is not my thing. I'm very, you know, mindful of who I have sex with and shit like that. But that doesn't take away from the fact that, you know, I love who I love. And I will never stop loving them because they love me for who I am. You know what I'm saying? And y'all all gonna know each other. So, you know, you fucking get out your ego right then and there. You feel me? But with the last few individuals that I decided to date, you know, they wanted to provide for me. I mean, it really gave me a safe space to be myself and, you know, be a woman and be a mother and be a wife and all these things. And that was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You feel me? But the moment you start hitting me with these triggers that these are personal triggers, oh, you mine, and, you know, I cannot. And then when you start hitting me with the insecurities of, you know, you thinking that I'm talking to other people or that I'm giving my attention away or, you know, all that shit. Nigga, you ain't the only motherfucker that I know. You not. And you not. And I have no problem sharing that with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be honest with you. Yes, I was talking to such and such today. And we talked about this and this and this and this. And this is how I shifted my shit. Every day I am brand new. You know what I'm saying? My body rests and my soul awakens yet again. And here I am. You know what I'm saying? My mindset is totally different from yesterday. That don't change who I am because I'm still honest. I'm still me. I'm still free. You know what I'm saying? But you can't possess me. You feel me? Like, you cannot possess me. I'm not no prized possession. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So, but that's not for everybody, and that's okay, and I'm okay with that. I hope you're okay with that. There are women out here who want to be fucking submissive. I do not. I like to be empowered. I like to sit on my fucking throne. I like with my legs open and shit. Like, you know, I'm thug never sit out here. You know what I'm saying? I got a dress on with my legs wide the fuck open. You feel me? Like, and it's not even on no shit that anybody could come in. I'm just fucking like relax. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to sit all prissy and shit, you know. I just don't abide by no fucking rules. You tell me I can't do something, I'm finna do it because you said I couldn't. Just because, you know. So, anyway, I said that to say, you know, don't be selfish with individuals that you love because you never know how you could be restricting them. And it can backfire on you. You know what I'm saying? It can really backfire on you if you don't allow people to be who they are, as is. Then, you're doing a disservice to yourself. You setting yourself up for failure. You are setting yourself up for disappointment because you're expecting more than, is required. You know what I'm saying? Furthermore, that's why it's important to speak your truth. It's always important to speak your truth and give people the option of making a choice if they want to deal with you or not. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be hurt if they choose not to deal with you because everybody ain't for you and you ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. I feel like I've said enough, and I feel like I've, opened some perspectives to different things. But I just wanted to share those things from a more clear mind. Since yesterday, I was like elevated like fuck, and I did not. I was not in this realm, so I couldn't. My mind was going way faster than my body could process. So I hope that y'all got some good perspectives out of it. I don't know if y'all have any questions or anything like that, but if you do, if you have anything else that that you want me to touch on and share my perspective of, feel free to inbox me, and let me know what's up. Tell me what you want me to talk about and shit like that, because I want to make videos all the time sharing my perspective. It really makes my heart happy. It clears my throat chakra, and it provides different perspectives on things. So hit me up if you have any topics you want me to talk about, and I will be glad to discuss them openly, and share my perspective on things, or even if anything. I do want to talk about that's peace. I do want to talk about tantric sex. I'm not going to talk about it right now because I've been up here way too long and I got other shit to do. But I'll talk about that in a second, based on the video. That's peace. Thank you, Eric. I do want to talk about tantric sex, but I'll talk about it in another video. If I don't do it later, I might do it tomorrow or something like that, depending on how I feel. But, yeah, sperm retention and masturbation and porn and, sharing yourself with other individuals. All these things need to be talked about. Because I think we have a lot of negative perspective on sex. We demonize sex so much, and we're so scary when it comes to sex and shit like that. You definitely want to stay protective over your being and your universe and the way you manifest and shit like that. But a lot of the things that we were told are bad are actually really good, or beneficial for you. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that, and I'm going to talk about some experiences that I've had and open up to y'all about some things that I got going on. But anyway, we'll talk about the tantric sex later in another video, but that's something that I really want to spend some time on. So y'all inbox me, y'all and thoughts on that, on tantric sex or sex period, or anything pertaining to sex. Y'all share a perspective with me so I can touch on it in my next video or whatever. I do have a few topics that were, given to me, so I will talk about those things. But anyway, I love y'all. Y'all be peace. Y'all be blessed. Enjoy y'all day. Peace and blessings and all these beautiful things. When would I talk about the tantric sex stuff? Yes, I will respond to your message. You just have to give me... Okay, I guess I should go look at it now. I will respond to your message when I get done with this video. But I will talk about the tantric sex maybe later. Let me gather my thoughts on it. If I don't talk about it later, I'll talk about it tomorrow. But what time is it? Holy shit. Oh, it's still early. Okay. Yeah, I got some things I need to do right fast. But I'll probably talk about it later. Try to gather my thoughts about it and kind of get a flow of what I want to say. or the topics that need to be discussed so that it can just flow. I'm not going to smoke. But yeah, take a shower and kind of get some of this energy off of me or whatever. But, yo, you wild. You need to chill, for real. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to touch on some things. I hope that this was a lot. It was a long-ass video. So I hope, you know, you got whatever you needed from it. I'll probably go live later, like I said, and talk about tantric sex. If not, then I'll talk about it tomorrow. But y'all be blessed. Y'all be loved. Any topics you got, let me know. And I'll be glad to, you know, touch on it and discuss it with y'all. Peace and love. I love you. All right, y'all be blessed.